Okay, if you're claiming that you're a federal officer, then maybe you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth a little bit more clear for the third time.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. On the 9th of May 2023, a resident of Puerto Rico flew into New Orleans and upon his arrival went to the Hertz rental car kiosk to pick up a vehicle he had reserved and paid for in advance. The Hertz employee denied him service, apparently confused about the man's citizenship. Fact is, Puerto Rico is not a foreign country. Puerto Rico is an unincorporated US territory and Puerto Ricans are US citizens, and the driver's licenses issued there are valid US government identification cards. So after being denied for not having his passport on his person, he began recording.
You're denying me because I have a driver's license, which is a valid ID. It is a valid ID. It is a prepaid reservation. I already. Yes, please call the police.
After the short video, the employee called 911 and reported a disturbance. Now before we continue, Extra has been one of the longest supporters of this channel. In fact, in 2020, they reached out and sent me a wallet. But it took me about a year until I decided to work with them. And since then, they just keep getting better and better. The wallets are a slim, minimalist design, made with high quality leather, aluminum, carbon fiber, and now even 18 karat gold. Extra wallets can hold up to 12 cards available with the click of a button, with room for cash, Apple AirTags, or a solar powered tracking device that uses a two-way ring system. Extra wallets have built-in RFID protection and various attachments. For a long time, I used the Parliament, but I currently have my eye on the Senate, as well as the new key case. They've also got a modular bifold for those of you who like a more traditional style. Needless to say, their entire lineup is a perfect addition to your everyday carry. And with Father's Day around the corner, Extra has started their sale early, which goes now until June 20th, and you can get up to 35% off site-wide using my link and code LackLuster during checkout, which should make it easy for you to not disappoint him this year and get him a gift he'll appreciate and actually use for once. As always, that information can be found in the description. But for now, back to the video. The employee called 911 and reported a disturbance. Soon after, an unidentified, uniformed Kenner Police Department officer arrived on scene to keep the peace, but instead, the officer acted like an insufferable prick.
Gentlemen, we have a policy here where if you're going to rent with a out-of-state license, you have to have your passport. I social in there, let him know they have to have his passport. In that instance, he got outraged and he also started recording everybody. And I asked him to leave, and now he doesn't want to leave, and he continues to record and give him a hard time in the office.
What's the issue?
First, I disagreed with her version of the facts. I did not respect anyone. I was very polite.
Surprising absolutely no one, the officer's first issue is with the man recording.
I did record because I wanted to make a point.
You're recording to make a point?
I want to make a claim to Hertz, a fictional claim to Hertz, because I'm being denied prepaid reservation. I'm a gold member for many years. I'm talking years. I've been renting with Hertz for like.
I don't care.
But just to give you all the context, for over a decade, I've been renting with Hertz.
Don't care.
I had never been denied because I'm a resident of Puerto Rico. I live in Puerto Rico. I'm a retired federal law enforcement officer, which you can only be a federal law enforcement officer if you're a United States citizen. So by virtue of that, I'm explaining that to them. I don't have my passport because I don't need to travel with my passport when I'm in the United States. So I don't have it with me. The license in Puerto Rico is a valid U.S. government ID. Has a license in Louisiana, in Texas, Florida, and Alaska. It is considered by law a valid U.S. government identification.
You've already explained that to me 2 different times. So what's the issue with their policies and you?
I need to get to my son who's waiting for me, so I want to process. I have a prepaid reservation already paid for. It's not that I'm making a new reservation. It's been paid for 3 weeks.
I understand.
So they're denying me the reservation. That's basically my complaint.
Because they need a passport. Correct? So what's the issue?
That's the first time I heard that from Hertz.
Okay.
Without being told or having been provided with evidence, the officer automatically assumes that the man caused a disturbance.
So what's the issue? I understand your personal issue not getting a vehicle, but if they can't reach the vehicle, is there any reason to cause a scene in there and have us come out here?
I showed them this.
Same question.
Which is proof.
If they need if it doesn't, regardless of what your driver's license says, if they say you need
This is another valid U.S. ID.
Okay, if you're claiming that you're a federal officer, then maybe you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth a little bit more clear for the third time. If they say you need a passport, and you don't have one, and they say you need a passport to rent a car, what is your problem? If they need a passport, and you don't have one, then what's the problem? What is that dividing line that you can't figure out that they're not going to rent you a car without a passport?
Let me clarify. They said to me there, not what you said right now, that if you are from out of state, like if you're from Texas or California, you need to show your passport.
If you're in Texas and California, do you have a Texas or California driver's license?
No, but you said that if you are from out of state, you need to show. But that's not out of country, that's U.S. When you travel from Puerto Rico to mainland USA.
Regardless of what, sir, we've had multiple different customers that come here that have an out-of-the-country driver's license that present a passport, whether or not they knew.
But this is not an out-of-country driver's license.
He's explained it to you, I'm explaining to you. Regardless of what, we cannot rent you. And because you recorded us, now you're not going to be able to rent with her ever. Because you shouldn't have recorded us ever.
I recorded what was being said to me, man. I recorded.
All right, we're not gonna keep going in circles here. It is midnight. This is ridiculous, and I'm saying that ridiculous. We're not gonna do this crap anymore. Is that pretty clear?
Okay.
All right. So you can find your way out the parking garage or second or third floor and try to rent a car. We are not gonna sit here for any longer and bicker over this nonsense. If you're not getting a car, you don't have a passport.
What about that I prepaid?
Okay. They've got this thing called the corporate office. You can send all your videos that you recorded to them and try to get your money back. We are not gonna sit here tonight and do this shit anymore.
And I'm not gonna get refunded?
They probably don't have the capacity to do it. You probably got to call the corporate office. Like I said for the second time. And see your ID, please. Yours as well, too, please.
And I'm doing this out of principle.
No, you're doing this because I'm telling you to leave. So that's unfortunately what's going to happen. We don't need any more disturbances.
Slowing down production for me.
I have a picture of my passport. Is that enough? I have a picture of my phone of my passport. Would that be enough? I don't remember. I have a picture of my passport. I can show it to you or the officer.
So do you know good to show it to me? I don't care to see it.
Y'all on the wrong floor. Go down one. This is not even. This is Hertz, Dollar, and Thrifty. All right. This is the third floor.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
This is my passport. You want to see it? I'm showing you my U.S. passport. You guys still deny me the rest?
You don't even have it here, sir. You don't have it here. You have to physically here.
Why? You require that from someone who came who traveled from Texas.
You done? You can leave.
All right. Sure. Which way do I go to?
Right past that car down the escalator, down the stairs.
Can I go down there that way?
I don't care which way you go.
Thank you.
As the man is about to leave, the officer says, "Do not come back up here and cause any more disturbances."
Do not come back up here and cause any more disturbances.
But it appears the man misheard the officer and thought he had said, "You're going to call what? Border Services?"
What's your phone number?
What I call what? Border service?
504-405.
The man posted his video to social media, which prompted a response from the Kenner Police Department. It addresses the claim that the officer said he was going to call Border Services. Obviously, in the video he did not. But the press release also states that the Kenner Police Department has initiated an administrative investigation because the officer did not represent the department well. As a private company, Hertz should have no real obligation to serve anybody they don't want to. But it wasn't the decision of the company, it was the decision of their employees, as it is not Hertz policy to require a passport from US citizens. It's clear in the video that neither the officer or the Hertz employees knew that the man's license was as valid as any other license issued in any other state. But thanks to the officer's failure to provide clarity, nothing was resolved, and the man sought services from another company. The most stunning thing about this entire situation is not that the officer could have provided clarity to the situation based on the fact that Puerto Rico is not a foreign country, and that he seemed completely oblivious to that fact. Rather, it's that this was his idea of, quote, keeping the peace.
Okay, if you're claiming that you're a federal officer, then maybe you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth a little bit more clear for the third time.
Which in the scope of things could be condensed down to a bitter man with expectations of not having to work at midnight.
Alright, we're not gonna keep going in circles here. It is midnight. This is ridiculous.
And instead flexing his ego and hiding behind his badge to do it.
Hertz released this statement apologizing, saying they do accept Puerto Rican driver's license from their customers renting in the U.S. without requiring a valid passport.
Thanks for watching. If you have a video, use the submit link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and hit the bell for future content. And check out our other channels, Lady LackLuster and The Odd Side. Remember to like, share, and leave a comment about what you think of this interaction. It's the easiest way for you to help expose corruption and misconduct. Merchandise is available using the links below. Join the LackLuster family for just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel. Get a Lack logo next to your name, custom emotes, and early access to videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All links are down below.